Hello, everyone. Welcome to another 88 Crime Cold Case Files podcast in collaboration with the Tucson Police Department. As always, anyone with information is urged to contact 88 Crime. Tipsters remain anonymous. You can call 520-882-7463. Collect calls are accepted, or you can download the mobile P3 Tips app or visit the website 88crime.org. In regards to this particular case, the reward is up to $20,000. Up to $17,500 of that being offered by private donors, and up to $2,500 by 88 Crime, Inc. Today, I'm joined by Detective Steve Acevedo of the Tucson Police Department to talk about this case. And I'm going to let you take the mic and explain what happened, when it happened, and remind people on how they can share information and stay anonymous.
Sure. Thank you. And again, glad to be here. This case itself that we would like to inform the public about stems from an incident back in October of 2015 on the 1400 block of East Grant involving Zachary Corbut. This incident itself happened during the evening hours. It was a home invasion style robbery that resulted in the death of Zachary. The circumstances surrounding the incident itself was that there were other roommates present at the time of the incident, and the individuals that entered the residence demanding money and property from Zachary left the residence. It's unclear what was specifically taken, but we do believe that there are several individuals that do know what happened both before, during, and after the incident itself that resulted in Zachary's death.
And you mentioned a home invasion robbery. What are the elements of a home invasion for the listeners and viewers? What does that mean? What happens for it to be classified as that?
So onto itself, I mean, there's a legal definition of a robbery itself, the taking of property by force. But in this scenario here, these were not invited guests. These were not people that were, for all of our understanding in these types of incidents where they will force their way into the home and usually demand property and or money, or even individuals in this case. This was not that scenario here where there was a kidnapping or someone was taken from the property. But the circumstances surrounding, again, a little after, during the evening hours when this incident occurred, back in specifically October 13th of 2015.
Okay, and Zachary, what was his age, or around, like, if you can give an approximate age?
Sure. At the time, Zachary was 20 years old.
Okay, and he was with roommates that were
correct,
similar age.
And so the neighborhood in question is a Jefferson Park neighborhood. It is along East Grant Road, sort of Granton Mountain area itself. Zachary was affiliated and connected to the University of Arizona. He was from out of town attending the university.
Okay. And is there anything else that stands out about this case that might be helpful for people remembering that night that may have been around there?
The circumstances back in October of 2015, when this occurred itself, we do believe that Zachary had several connections in and around the university community, both the university, Greek life, and when this incident occurred, we now believe it's almost close to 10 years. I think some of these individuals that may have been either present or affiliated with Zachary are probably in their mid-30s itself, and we believe that there's useful information that they may have that they haven't provided, or at the same time, if neighbors, someone who was driving along Grant Road, may have seen or observed something, vehicles leaving the area, things of that sort, that we would encourage them to contact the police department directly or 88 Crime, where they can remain anonymous.
And that was my next question, if there was any vehicles seen or any information regarding transportation mode of that night for the home invaders?
Not at this time, but the residence itself, the layout, kind of lends itself to that kind of movement per se. It's unclear specifically what occurred in the aftermath.
So anybody that has information in regards to this case, again, you can reach out to 88 Crime and remain anonymous. Call 520-882-7463. And you can also reach out to the Tucson Police Department and provide information if you feel you want to do it that way. And as you see, thank you for putting that on the screen, Shay. Here's the flyer in regards to Zachary in this case.
If I can add, because of the university's sort of population itself, people that may have been here at the university and have moved across the world, this is again an appeal to them to contact the police department through this medium or 88 Crime again to seek information. So it may be that at the time they didn't feel comfortable coming to notify the police about any information that they may have. They may have since moved, across the United States or even somewhere in the world. This would be an attempt to contact them as well and make them aware that this is still an unsolved homicide. In regards to it being unsolved, as you said, the reward is up to $20,000. We do want to remind listeners and viewers up to $17,500 being offered by private donors and up to $2,500 by 88 Crime. As always, we thank you for taking time to listen and watch these podcasts, and we really enjoy when these cases get closed. So thanks for your help. Any piece of information is useful and helpful to us. It's information that we are hoping that the public can help with.
Discover the power of 88 Crime, where your anonymous tips are rewarded with cash.
When you call in anonymously with a tip, you are given a code. With the code and a password, you can walk into a bank and redeem your reward anonymously. If your anonymous tip results in a felony arrest, you can claim up to $2,500 cash reward.
Let's stop the silence on crime and strive for a safer community. For more information, please visit 88crime.org or call 88 Crime.